minutes.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to our very first virtual service here at Spiritualist Desert Church. I'd like to welcome, of course, all of you who are here joining us on this in this format and are recording today. And I'd like to welcome all of those who are with us in spirit. And there's a great many of those here in spirit with us today, too. They've been working very hard with us. I'm Alice Robertson. I sit on the board of directors, and I'm a part of the pastoral committee here at Spiritualist Desert Church. With me today, giving our sermon, will be Lynn Collier, the president of our board, and Paula Molina, who will be leading us in our healing meditation. And now, if you will join me in prayer. Infinite intelligence, thank you for being with us today and every day. In these days of uncertainty and isolation, we are blessed to know you are with us, leading and guiding us in your infinite wisdom. Let us remember all of the medical personnel, first responders, and service workers who are striving to keep us well and safe and fed. May we be blessed with compassion and understanding for those we come into contact with. Be with us as we utilize new technology to connect with those around us, forging new connections, bringing us new pathways to education, communication, and lasting friendship. Let us always remember the wonderful message that spiritualism brings. The soul never dies, and there truly is everlasting life. Amen. Spiritualist Desert Church is a chartered member of the NSAC, which is the National Spiritualist Association of Churches. It is headquartered in Lilydale, New York. The NSAC provides us with guidelines and a manual, hymnal, and many other tools that we utilize in our service and in our everyday life. I would like to share our definitions of spiritualism and being a spiritualist with you now. These come out of our NSAC manual. Spiritualism is the science, philosophy, and religion of continuous life, based upon the demonstrated fact of communication by means of mediumship with those who live in the spirit world. Spiritualism is a science because it investigates, analyzes, and classifies facts and manifestations demonstrated from the spirit side of life. Spiritualism is a philosophy because it studies the laws of nature, both on the seen and unseen sides of life, and bases its conclusions upon present observed facts. It accepts statements of observed facts of past ages and conclusions drawn therefrom when sustained by reason and by results of observed facts of our present day. Spiritualism is a religion because it strives to understand and to comply with the physical, mental, and spiritual laws of nature, which are the laws of God. A spiritualist is one who believes, as the basis of his or her religion, in the communication between this and the spirit world by means of mediumship, and who endeavor to mold his or her character and conduct in accordance with the highest teachings derived from such communications. As spiritualists, we have no dogmas or creeds, but we do have 9 principles that we strive to live by. And now, if you will join me in declaring our principles with us. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact, scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the moral responsibility of individuals and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes proven through mediumship. And now, it is my great pleasure to introduce our speaker for today, Lynn Collier. Lynn is president of our board of directors and a member of our pastoral committee. Please welcome Lynn Collier.
Good morning. I hope everyone is well. We're coming up on our 1 month at home work stay new life that we have all embraced, some of us more than others. So I welcome everyone here, and I hope that we're all healthy and safe and in our homes. I'm doing some reading, Becoming a Spiritualist. You can't see that. Becoming a Spiritualist by Gordon Burroughs. And he talks about sanctuary. And I know that I call it the zone, but a lot of us refer to the sanctuary as our inner workshop or our inner quiet place where we look to find the answers. That's the same place that we look to go to when we communicate with the spirit world. But in addition, the sanctuary, he describes it as a place to connect to God and all the relationships in the universe and all the vibrations of the universe. And I think what this crisis has done for us has slowed us down a bit, and we all caught up in just going to work and living our lives on automatic. And this was kind of like something universal that happened to all of us and made us all pause for a moment to regroup and reevaluate our lives, our businesses, and our thoughts and beliefs. I know lots of people are regrouping their organizations. Our own NSAC holds digital conferences every Friday. I was on the Friday conference yesterday. It was really wonderful how our churches are finding ways in a time where we are being forced to be apart from each other physically, but being challenged to use our minds and our spirits to figure out ways to connect. And I believe NSAC, it's just a wonderful thing to see people. You only see once a year convention, and you see them 75, 90 people on a Zoom call. So there are people that are embracing this new technology. I had to think of Reverend Kit Stewart, Catherine Stewart, our founder of our church more than 20 years ago, and Reverend Vicki Holman, who took over her after that. What if they, in their wildest dreams, ever thought that our NSAC churches would be holding virtual services? I don't know if that ever occurred to them to do that, but we are finding ways to reconnect and to help each other. I know a lot of people, when this first happened, and still people today, are stricken with fear of the unknown and uncertainty that grips all of us. This is not just the US. This is just not Nevada or the US. This is the entire world. Many are calling this crisis the great equalizer, because it does not matter the social economic status, nor race, nor sexual orientation, nor gender. This affects everyone, and we're getting that lesson. And I believe because many of us are tapping into our inner sanctuary, that we are finding our connected, universal connectedness. And because of that, I believe our natural laws are more in effect than ever before. And I see a lot of people with their fear subsiding into gratitude, and they're hanging on to the gratitude and the hopefulness of others. Because out of this pandemic, we've had great stories of heroism. And we've all heard the stories of our wonderful health warriors on the front lines, the doctors and nurses who are keeping us healthy. The doctor in Nevada that goes and sleeps in his garage so he doesn't pose a risk to his family while he comes home for the few hours of sleep. The people who are delivering pizza and meals to hospitals all over the nation. One of our own parishioners whose business is a website that helps organize event planning. Immediately, she has 2 nurses in her families, her sisters are nurses. She immediately thought, what can I do? And was able to create a system to be able to reach out to thousands of medical facilities across the nation where you can go and give your thanks and gratitude to these people. It's very amazing. I had one young woman call me last week, said, I'm doing home deliveries. Do you need anything? I can pick up groceries for you. I went to the grocery store, which is an experience in and of itself these days. Her greeting to me when I left was, have a healthy day. Have a healthy day. We are now greeting people, holding their health and wellness and well-being in our hearts as a collective group. This isn't just a few people, this is everyone. And what changes could that make in our existence? I believe that this will change us in the way we do things and the way we think about things forever. I believe this is something that will change us forever. As spiritualists, we believe in the body, mind, and soul and healing those components that make us what we are. And we believe on hands-on healing. And in a moment we cannot touch each other, we are finding ways to heal each other through technology and through just reaching out to people. I know many of you, as myself, this week have gotten texts from people I haven't heard of from in a while, family, friends. How are you doing? You doing okay? You healthy? You staying in? You taking care of yourself? Need anything? This is a reminder to all of us to be those kinds of people and to be able to check in on people. I know that talking to some of my church members, we're kind of excited about the new technology because we're like, wow, this is a way that people who've moved away can still participate in our service. And we're excited to be able to explore that. Now, is it frustrating? Yes. And Andrew Jackson Davis tells us to keep an even mind. And I used to use that principle and record that and say it to myself every morning when I drove to work in traffic. But I no longer am yelling at the traffic. I'm yelling at my computer, hoping that the internet stays up and hoping that my computer doesn't crash or all those sorts of things. But I'm grateful to still have work. Many people are grateful to still have work, finding different ways and different opportunities. I know the fear kind of still kicks in. And I had a couple of quotes about fear. And I believe many of us are finally facing that fear down. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1933, in his first inaugurational speech in the depths of the Great Depression, said, "The only thing to fear is fear itself." I'm a big science fiction fan, and I love Dune. Science fiction author Frank Herbert said, "I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn my inner eye to see its path, where the fear has gone, and there will be nothing, only I remain." And also Psalms 23, I know it's very popular. my mother's funeral. I remember it today. It was raining. The funeral director gave her service. She liked him a lot. And he gave the service and recited Psalms 23. And I remember when he was listening to it, I kind of had the look in my eye. And when he came to the part about, though I walk through the valley of death, I will fear no evil. I kind of thought, that's horrible. And then he looked right at me and said, it says walk through the valley. We're not staying here. And I realized that's a very good thought. Psalms 23, the King James Version, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul, and he leadeth me in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Thou presentest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me in all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Those are really welcoming thoughts and hope. And also, with dealing with fear and being able to learn how our true selves are in our sanctuary and the quiet moments of stillness, I realize that patience is something that we're all looking for more of. Our frustration is causing us to seek ways to become more patient. Our Andrew Jackson Davis again says, under all circumstances, keep an even mind. And I believe that that is part of patience. I looked up a couple of quotes. One quote without an author: have patience with all things, but first of all, have patience with yourself. Having patience with yourself when we have all these new things coming at us, new ways of doing things, even new ways of thinking, can be overwhelming at times. To remind yourself to be patient with yourself, and it's okay if it takes a little more time for you to do things. It's okay if you make mistakes. Nobody's here to yell at you. Nobody's here to judge you. It's okay. William Shakespeare said, how poor are they who do not have patience? What wound did ever heal but by degrees? Francis Bacon said, whoever is out of patience is out of possession of their soul. Our patience achieves more than our force, said another author, and an author that was not credited. So I'm asking you today, this week, to hold in your healing vibration of patience so that we might all come together in this vibration of gratitude, which we've all embraced. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, Lynn. I love Lynn's sermons. She always gives us hope. She always brings us a new way to look at things. Thank you again, Lynn. Traditionally, now is the time for our love offering. We still have bills to pay, even if we're not actually working out of our church building. Our church building is still there. And like everyone, we are learning and finding new ways to raise funds, hopefully, and to make sure our bills get paid also. We want you to know that we continue to accept love donations by check, and you can send them to the address that you have on your screen now. We are also working on adding PayPal to our website and our Facebook page. We are also a work in progress, and it's coming slowly but surely. So you can support us in these ways. As you're aware, Spiritualist Desert Church is closed for services right now, and of course into the foreseeable future. However, our board of directors and the pastoral committee are here for you. We're here if you need food from our food pantry. We're here if you would like to talk to us, or if you have questions about Spiritualist Desert Church, our service, or of spiritualism. You can reach us by telephone, via email, on our Facebook page, or on our website. And all of those addresses are on the screen right now. Please take a moment to take note of those. And if you need us, we really do want to be here for you. As we begin the healing portion of our service, we invite you to join us in a healing meditation led by longtime member Paula Molino. Please, now join me in praying our prayer for spiritualist healing. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and the power of God. Amen. And now, leading our healing meditation, Paula Molino.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are all well today. Lynn spoke to us about patience and understanding, learning new avenues in which to communicate with each other and be a part of the world. And she's absolutely right. We are 100% a part of everything that's going on, even though we may be secluded within our own homes. So let's focus on our meditation. I want everyone to get comfortable in their seats. Remember that we're just going to meditate. We're not going to nap. So even though you may be at home and think it's a great idea to lay down and have this meditation, maybe not so much. So let's move back into our chairs. Get as comfortable as we can. Take a deep breath in and release. With each breath that we take into our body, I want you to imagine positive, radiant light coming in through your nose and mouth. And it's going to travel to every capillary vessel in your body. It's going to move through every piece of you with each breath you take. And then as you exhale, I want you to exhale all the negative energy, all negative vibes and thoughts, fears and worries. I want you to expel those from your body. So deep breath in. Good positive energy. And release, letting go of all negativity. I want you to pull energy up from the earth each time you deep breath in, each time you take that breath in, and exhale out. Exhale. I want you to breathe in and out. I want you to imagine your chakras. We have 7 of them that move from the root of our trunk up to the top of our head to our crown. And I want you to imagine each and every one of those moving freely within your body. They're nothing but energy that moves freely and unblocked. Sometimes those areas are blocked because of memories or fears or just a desire not to put ourselves out there. So as we do this healing energy, I want you to move through each one of those from the base of your spine all the way up to your crown chakra, and I want you to clear each one of those. And I want you to open it as comfortable as you feel you can. So let's start with the root chakra. We're going to move through that chakra, and we're going to have a disc of white, bright, golden light moving through that chakra. It's going to go right up through the center of that chakra, out through the chakra, and then once we are cleared, we're actually going to move that energy out to the entire world. So move that energy up through your root chakra and then out to the entire world. It's now moving freely with no restrictions. Red, bright, beautiful, infused with gold and white light. We're now going to move up to our next chakra, the sacral chakra. That chakra is orange, and I want you still to imagine that white, bright, golden light moving through your chakra, freeing it from all restrictions, allowing it to move quickly, and take that out into the entire world. Move it from you to all your loved ones, to everyone in Las Vegas, in Nevada, in our country, and in our world. We're now going to move that bright, white, golden light up into our solar plexus. That chakra is yellow. We're going to infuse that yellow chakra with our white, bright, golden light. No restrictions, completely healthy, completely free. And we're now going to move that energy out to the rest of the world. See the entire world bathed in that yellow, white, bright light. We're now going to move up to our heart chakra, moving that white, golden light up through the center of that chakra. That chakra is green. This one sometimes hurts many of us, but we're not going to allow love to hurt. We're going to allow love to heal. That healing vibration is going to move through us and with us. We're going to infuse that green chakra with white, bright light. And as it moves freely, it's now going to move freely from us to the entire world. We are now going to move up to our throat chakra. That chakra is blue. That chakra allows us to speak our voice to the world, to speak with spirit, to speak with our loved ones, and to show that patience that Len was speaking about earlier. Let's move that bright, white, golden light through that chakra. Free up anything we are holding on to. And send our voice of healing and love and patience out into the world. We're now going to move up to our third eye. That third eye is a purple color, a violet color. It's going to help us see things around us more clearly and see spirit more clearly. We're going to move that white golden light up through our third eye, removing all restrictions, anything that we're uncomfortable with, allowing us to expand that third eye. And then we're going to connect that with the rest of the world. We're going to move that energy again for healing, patience, and understanding. We're now going to move up through to our last chakra, which is our crown chakra. That is that brilliant indigo color. I always think of that chakra as moving out of our bodies, all of us, our spirit, moving out of our bodies, still being connected with our body, but moving above it, allowing us to experience the world in a whole new way, moving that white, bright light through that color, freeing us from anything that is holding us back, any fear, any worry, any stress. We're going to heal our entire body, mind, and spirit, moving that white, bright light again from the bottom of our root chakra out through the top of our crown chakra, encompassing not only ourselves, our loved ones, our friends and family, but all of the world, bringing love and joy and happiness and healing to everyone this afternoon. Now is the time that we need to return our focus back to this recording, back to each other. I wish you all a blessed, wonderful day.
Thank you, Paula. What a lovely meditation. As we close our service, we would, okay. So as we begin to close our service, very good. As we begin the close of our service, I would like for you to join us in prayer. Infinite intelligence, Great Spirit, be with us as we continue through our day. Bring compassion to those in need. Bring healing to those who are sick. Bring our gratitude, our love, and our spiritual being to all who need assistance, for all who are with us. And may we know how blessed we are to be able to stay in our homes, to be able to have food delivered to us, to know that as this pandemic rides through our lives, that this is only temporary, and that we will find peace once again. Amen. At this time, we're only recording our services, and we will post them on our Facebook page and hopefully on our YouTube channel. I guess that's a channel, isn't it? Hopefully, in the next week or so, we will be able to do live services. And as we're able to do live services, we would like to ask you to join us for our virtual fellowship. Obviously, this is a recording and that won't work today, but those are our future plans. We're going to attempt to continue having services that we record and that hopefully are live also, so that we can have fellowship. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to the future where we can join you in your homes or at our church.